Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel Tutor Things. Today in this video we are going to see C# classes and objects. So as we have seen what is meant by OOPS concept and why we are using why we have the two OOPS concept in the C# like how it is overcoming the previous procedural languages programming thing like it is fast. So we have seen some advantages over other traditional programming languages in the previous video. So now in this video, we are going to see the main concept of OOPS, that is classes and objects. So without knowing this, you can't do anything in the OOPS. So you should know about these classes and objects. In the previous video, we have seen the basic difference between those two things, as we have seen some examples like car, Volvo, and Audi. So those kind of things. Now in this video, we'll see more detail related to classes and objects, how to create classes, how to use objects, or all those things we are going to cover in this video. So don't skip any part and watch this video till end so that you will never miss any point in this video. So let's say classes. So everything in C Sharp is associated with classes and objects along with its attributes and methods. So in the classes we have some attributes and methods. So we are accessing those things through using objects, which is an instance of in a class. So let's see one example so that you will understand. So in real life we have a car as an object. So the car has an attribute such as like some weight is there, some color will be there for that car. So like these are the things, and methods are there for a particular kinds of thing. So such as like method is coming with a drive or brake. So you have to do these operations like with drive. You have to drive and you have to give brake. So this will be a methods considered like that. So attributes such as attributes means the color of that car or weight of that car. Like this will be an attributes considered like this. So if you want to create a class of like an object constructor or a blueprint for creating objects, so we have a object, right? So what is this object means, which is a blueprint of the class. So we can call it as like it's a some instance we can call it as like to create a class you have to use class keyword, that should be mandatory. So whenever you are creating a class you should have to use this class keyword, then you have to give name of that class. So that the so whatever you want to include the variables you have to give that in the curly braces. So this is how you have to create a class in C sharp. So create a class named as car with the variables color. So here when you are defining a variable, so you have to mention the type of that variable, as we have seen in the previous video data types. We have seen how to assign a variable or define a variable. We have seen so many things. So in the class, how you have to do is you have to give the class keyword and have to give the name of the class, and in the curly braces you have to assign the variables and whatever the things which you want. Here you can see the simple class they have created with a variable color, and assigning the value for that color is a red color. So when a variable is declared directly in a class, it is referred as a field. So whenever your variable is declared, right, so directly declared in a class, it is often defined as field or attribute. So we call it as a not an attribute or not an variable, but we have to call this as an attribute or field, we call it as. So when a variable is directly declared in a class, then we often it called as field. The naming convention only changes when it comes to oops concept. Here what we call this variable here is called as field. So whatever the fields present in a car class, whenever anyone asks, you have to tell as a color. So color will be the field of a class car. So it is not required, but it is good practice to start with the uppercase first letter when naming the classes. Whenever you are naming the classes, you should start your name of a class with a capital letter. So it is not required, but it is good to practice like that so that you can understand that is a class name. That's a common. So common that C sharp class file and our class name match. So whatever the file which you have saved this thing. So for example, program.cs, how you save, then the name of the class will be program P will be capital. Like similarly, if you want to save this class, then you can use the name of the class to save that. So it's a good practice. It is common. We always do like that. So name of the class matches with the name of the file. So it also makes us code organized, and however it is not required like in Java. So but it is not required, but it's good to practice such kind of things like how we do in Java. So now we have creating class, we have seen. Now see create how to create an object. So an object is created from a class if we have already created the class car. So we have already created a car, right? Car is a class. So now you can use that class to create an object. So to create an object a car, specify the name followed by the object name and use the keyword new. So you have to follow this structure. So here you can see already car is defined, which is having some method also, main method, which is having a car. See here, car is a class. Here you can see a class object we are creating car, and my object is equal to new keyword we have to use, and name of the class, and then braces. Like you have to creating new instance of car class. So which is a name of that object is my object. So here with that a car is a type of that object. So like this we have to define. So create an object car, specify the name of the class first of all, followed by the object name, and use the new keyword. And here you have to mention the name of the whatever the class which you are creating object for. So this is the syntax for creating an object. So if you want to access whatever the methods present in that class, so dot convention you have to give. Here you can see my object is object dot. So whatever the field which are present in that class object, we can access that by using this object, which is a dot color we can give. So this is all about creating an object here. So he create an object my object, used to print the value of color. You can use this my object dot color, so that you will get a red color. Here you can practice. Let's see, my object dot red, you're getting a red color. So if you want to print just an object, you will won't get anything, because you are not accessing any kind of thing there. So whatever the fields are present or methods are present, you can access using object. So you have to use dot convention for the dot color. You can give like that. So if I change the color here, you'll get the updated color name. So like that object present in that class, you can access by using object. Like you can define, you can initialize that object first of all, so that you can use. So you can get a blue color. That is what we are accessing from a car class through object. So here you can see, right, dot convention to access variables or inside the fields. We have to use what are the fields or variables we present in the class, we can access by using dot syntax. So my object dot color. So that is the thing. So you can also have multiple objects, not only single object. So whenever you want, you can create an object in different kind of classes or different applications also. So see multiple objects how you can create. So multiple objects, you can create multiple objects of only one class. Here you can see class is their color, which is a red color, right? So string color is equal to red is there. So now you can see static void main method is there. Here I am creating object one, and also my object two. So which is of same class, which is like a car class type only. So car class and object name is equal to new keyword, and then object class. So see, two objects are created, and I want to get the same color name present in the same car class two times. So using two different objects, that thing also you can do. You can have multiple objects, so that you can access the same thing wherever you are required. So this is called multiple objects you can create for the same class. So using multiple classes, so not only using multiple objects, you can also have multiple classes also. So you can create an object of class and access it with it in the another class. If you have that object or field in one of a class in one class, so you if you want to access that in the here, whatever we were doing, we are accessing in the same car class only. We in this main method, we are just accessing in the same class. We are accessing in through an object in the same class method. So if you want to do the same with the different methods, for example, if you have a car method here, if you have created another method here, so in that method also you can access that car kind of thing. So you can create an object of class and access it in the other class. This is often used for better organization of classes. So one class will have all the fields and methods, while the other class holds the main method. So you can separate the main method, and then you can include all the fields and methods in the one class. So like that you can use that in the other class. So you can see program2.cs, program.cs will be the two different files, whereas in program2.cs we have just declared the fields, which is have a color field, which is of a string type, and with the access modifier for this is public. So publicly available this string color red. So this is one class. Whenever we made public, we can access that from any class, right? So next we have the proc.cs file, program file. So where we have a main method which are where we are creating an object for this car class by using new keyword, and I am accessing the color of that class by color field of that class by using this object my object dot color. So here we having the main method and also car in the same class. But here what we are doing, we having multiple classes and we are accessing the one class kind of thing into the other class. Here you can see color class we are getting, but we don't have any car class. This is a program class, but we are accessing car class here but through this object my object. This is all about multiple classes. So we have seen multiple objects first of all and then multiple classes. This is all about multiple objects and multiple classes. So do you have noticed that public keyword? It is an access modifier which specifies the color of the field or variable of a car is accessible for all other classes such as program. So if you don't have that particular field, then you can't able to access. So you have to learn about access modifier is which is very mandatory if you are dealing with such kind of concepts. So you will learn more about access modifier and everything in the upcoming videos. So until then, stay tuned to our channel and subscribe and click the bell icon so that you will never miss any video from us and any update from us. Hope you have understand what is about classes and objects, how do we have to declare and how to create class and how to create an object we have seen, and also not only creating one object or one class, we are have seen creating two objects and two classes also, and how to access that one class in the other class also we have seen. And we have seen little bit about access modifier where we have to use public access modifier in order to access the properties with the other programs or other classes. So this is all about class and objects. Hope you have understood. If you have liked this video, give a big thumbs up below and share your comments or any doubts regarding you have related to this. You can feel free to comment in the comment section. If you want any further concepts also, you can feel free to comment so that we'll make video on that if you didn't understand. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.